Hey everybody, welcome back to Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward, joined by my good friend, former Ohio State captain Zach Boren. It's our defensive breakdown.
It is, man.
We can start getting ready for the college football playoff. The Buckeyes
Can't
are
wait.
Big Ten champs, heading to the desert playing Clemson, and they probably won't be able to afford a bad half of defense in that one, if we're going to be honest.
No, once you get right now in primetime games, right, Final Four, you have to be firing on all cylinders from the very beginning. The Silver Bowl defense, yes, we saw a big breakdown in the first half. It's the first time they've looked like that all year. It went back to that 2018 defense that so many people couldn't stand, right? But hey, they got it out of their system. The great thing is they made adjustments at halftime. The players stood up, answered the call in the second half, and made some big plays to shut down Wisconsin.
They kind of made it easy for us, Zach, with BuckIQ this week. We can do one good and one bad. We're going to start with the bad
tale of two halves.
Yeah, isn't it right?
Yeah.
It was, the cliche was true, and you look at this one, those were just not the guys that we've seen throughout the course of this year. There weren't 11 people going to the football. There were one-on-one tackles. I mean, sometimes you just have a bad half. But what was the common theme for you?
I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It was a lot of one-on-one battles that were not won, right? There weren't 11 guys flying to the football like silver bullets have been doing all year, and there were missed tackles. That's what makes a bad defense, right? And so that's what was going on the entire time, is that the one-on-one tackles weren't being made. There were missed tackles, missed assignments. Guys were overflowing. Guys weren't taking the proper angles. And once you add all that up and not all 11 guys flying to the football, it makes for some big plays, especially in the run game.
Yeah, you can't have that against Clemson, so Zach's going to break down some of those errors on film that Ohio State will be looking at to clean up, to get ready for that trip out there to the Fiesta Bowl. Let's roll tape. All right, Zach, this was just it felt like an entirely out-of-character performance for the Buckeyes, and it was right off the bat. This is the opening drive, and these are problems that they have not had all year.
You're right. They have not had these problems whatsoever. It's guys are filling in the wrong position. It's kind of what they were doing last year, right? Guys filling in the wrong places. You know, missed tackles. I mean, there were a lot of issues, a lot of one-on-one tackles that weren't made, right? And so far this year, they've been making those one-on-one plays, but they've had a lot of guys. If you see this, we talked about this last week. These two guys have to play in tandem, right? And especially against Wisconsin. If you run this back, Malik Harrison should be coming up and stoning this pulling guard and pulling center, right? He takes the center, should stone him in the hole. Tough Borland should be coming here and stoning the offensive guard, and you keep the ball between you guys and then let everyone else run. Granted, Wisconsin knew we like to play a lot of man coverage, so you've seen it in the first half. They did a lot of motion, knowing that, hey, Jordan Fuller would have to come down and get outside the box. Jeffrey Okudah would have to drop back. They're making the whole DB rotate, all the DBs rotate this way just to run back this way and say, hey, we're going to win these one-on-one battles and we're going to get to your linebackers, right? Well, if you see this, Malik Harrison doesn't come up and hit this guy as hard as he can. Chase Young's getting a little bit wide right here. Devon Hamilton's getting washed out. It's a huge hole. But Malik Harrison needs to come up and hammer this dude and keep the ball here. Tough Borland gets over top of the running back. You always want to stay on his back hip. He gets over top. You see that. Jonathan Taylor's got the cutback. They don't get this far enough. And then you see the guys trying to play over top, and it's a missed tackle. And then here you go. Jeffrey Okudah's not used to making one-on-one tackles, being the free safety. He comes down, misses them, and then the guys, Jonathan Taylor's a fast running back off to the races.
And now we know who Ohio State's going to play in the Fiesta Bowl. Clemson, that's a powerful running back too, with Travis Etienne and what that offense can do. That's why this is so important for Ohio State to check out this first half. Now, they got it corrected down the stretch, but we've got two more plays from that first half where you can't really have an out-of-character performance against Clemson if you want to go win a national title.
You can't, especially with Clemson, being able to have a quarterback that can run it just like this, but is also a hell of a lot of a better thrower than right? So this is, you're going to see it again, right? You see the motion. They kept on doing this. Jordan Fuller's coming down. Sean Wade's, or I think that's Cameron Brown going back, right? You see this happening. The problem is we beat a block right here. Tyler Friday, I don't know what his responsibility is in this point, but you obviously see we're playing cover one. Pete Warner's on here, Baron Browning's right here, right? You obviously Jordan Fuller going on the motion guy. So who's responsible for the quarterback? In my mind, it would be Tyler Friday's coming right here, because you see Malik Harrison's. He's got the running back, right? And you also got your free safety who's helping on the running back. All these guys are on the running back. In my mind, Tyler Friday should have stayed on the quarterback. He doesn't. Everyone's flowing this way. These guys are on their one-on-one blocks playing man coverage. I mean, and obviously you have a guy in the back who's not used to playing free safety, right? So they have to correct this, get these guys more reps, or let this guy go and man with the motion, keep Jordan Fuller in the back, but you see everyone flowing. You got guys going in two different directions, and the seed parts and touchdown, 14-0 Badgers.
Yeah, you don't really want it. This isn't the guy you expect to beat you in a game like that. As you said, Trevor Lawrence, as we start spinning this forward, why it matters, you can't give up. And this is the situation I think that really bothered the Buckeyes when they went to the locker room, bothered the coaching staff, because Wisconsin was just trying to get out of here. They were happy to be up 14-7.
He was. Literally, when this happened, I'm talking to the guy sitting next to me and my buddies. I said, "Do what? I think Wisconsin's going to take a knee, 14-7." And one of them said, "Watch, they're just going to come out, run the football, and see what they can do." And boy, you were right.
Yeah.
You know, listen. If Ohio State stops them right here, that's it. They're going to let the clock run down, and that's it, right? But instead, you see them pulling the guards again. You see right here, Tough Boy does come up and stone the offensive center right here, makes a good play. But Malik Harrison's untouched in this situation. The pulling backside guards coming around for him. There's no one. He doesn't even get to him. Malik Harrison's got to make this play right here on the line of scrimmage, right there. Get your head across. Instead, he's got his head on the backside. Jonathan Taylor's a tough running back. Gets through it. If Malik Harrison makes this play right here, it's over. This is what happened all last year. The missed tackles at the line of scrimmage. Next thing you know, he bounces it. You've got all these one-on-one guys not getting off blocks. No one really coming to the football. Pete Warner gets a stiff arm. I mean, it just is what it is, right? Thank goodness Damon Arnett. Well, I mean, they ended up scoring anyways, right? But you see them starting to run to the football. But still, it's one of those things where this looked so much like last year, with guys having one-on-one tackles, not making them, kind of guys going, filling in different gaps, defensive line not getting a great push. But it goes back to thank God, they made the corrections in the second half, and 11 men started flying to the football.
Yeah, I think, and one thing that you learn from this, maybe now is a couple days removed for the Buckeyes, 3 straight games against top 13 opponents, that's not going to be easy. That takes a toll on you.
It does. I think you see that a lot, right? These one-on-one blocks, guys going up into, especially a team like Wisconsin. These are big guys, right? I think you saw the last couple games play a toll on them, especially playing a team like Michigan, a huge rivalry game, then going against a massive opponent again, Wisconsin. It's tough, and you even see this. I didn't point this out, but there were a lot of bad angles, but it's still, I think it's just not feeling great, not on top of your game. But thank God they finished it in the second half.
Yeah, a couple weeks now before getting to the desert and getting ready for another big time opponent in the college football playoff, Clemson, the rematch in the desert. We got a lot more from Zach Boren breaking it down for us on Lettermen Row, BuckIQ. Appreciate Zach. I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live. We've got the practice report. We got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got BuckIQ with Zach Boren.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.